What's up YouTube, DMLX here, and today I'm going to be breaking down everything we know about the 13 true darknesses lurking in the shadows within the Kingdom Hearts series. From the Shaded Group's ancient history dating back to the events of Union Cross, relationship with the Master of Masters, last known whereabouts, and their likely involvement in future installments. From the beginning, darkness has been locked in an internal battle with the light. Darkness originally possessed 13 physical forms but currently presents themselves as humanoid-shaped specters shrouded in dark energy, though it seems they can do more harm towards others than they would if they were possessing a physical form, as being able to control and hide inside of other beings, which led to the death of Strelitzia and their infiltration to be amongst the new Union leaders, and transform their appearance like when darkness impersonated the likes of Master Ava, not to mention being able to stir the pot of emotions by directly influencing the negative thoughts of other people, allowing their hearts to succumb to darkness and give birth to the pureblood Heartless. Darkness's ultimate goal is to simply exist, doing so by expanding its numbers through the hearts of others, producing Heartless to increase their ranks, and spread their influence across countless worlds until all is shrouded in blackness. During the events of Union Cross, Darkness would watch over the Master of Masters as he was writing the Book of Prophecies, with the knowledge of the future passed down via the Gazing Eye. Darkness would then take advantage of knowing the events that are said to take place for their own nefarious purposes, which is what led to Ventus being a vessel for one of the Darknesses in the first place. As part of the Master of Masters' plan to defeat the Darkness, it's revealed in the final episodes of Union Cross he orchestrated the Keyblade War by subtly manipulating his apprentices, manifesting distrust and anger amongst one another, forging hearts with dark emotions to be strong enough vessels for darkness. In the aftermath of the Keyblade War, the Foretellers, Lucio, and the Master of Masters became hosts of the strongest 7 Darknesses, with the 6 remaining still on the loose. My guess is the Master of Masters also wanted the new Union leaders Ephemera, Skuld, Lauriam, Brain, and Strelitzia to be hosts of True Darkness as well, but the plan may have spiraled out of control once Ventus became a vessel for darkness, who then struck down Strelitzia, who is Lauriam's sister by the way, and took her place as one of the new Union leaders. Eventually, the darkness lurking in Ventus' heart would expose itself to the Union leaders, revealing Ventus to be the false candidate among them. Along with the 4 remaining darknesses appearing to the player, Ephemera and Skuld in Day to Daybreak Town, revealing the darknesses want the Keyblade wielders to open the gate to the game's central station so that they can spread to more worlds. After the fight between the 4 darknesses and the remaining Union leaders, Ephemera pulls a last-ditch effort by sending the player character and the 4 darknesses to Game Central Station, where the player tricks Darkness into being possessed by one of them and traps him inside the data world. Shortly thereafter, Ventus takes a lifeboat into the future, carrying one of the darknesses deep inside his heart. Soon to be discovered by Old Man Xehanort in the Badlands, have Ventus become his apprentice and use the darkness locked within him as a means of creating Vanitas in hopes of forging the Keyblade, which sets off the chain of events that transpire in Birth by Sleep, as well as heavily implying that Vanitas has been one of the 13 true darknesses this whole time. Seeing that during the events of Remind, when Sora begins his journey to restore Kairi's heart using the power of waking, he first enters Ventus' heart, and within Ventus' heart, Sora encounters an entity referring to itself as Darkness. So to recap, 7 of the true darknesses lie within the Foretellers, the Master of Masters, and Lucio, aka Xigbar. Then there's the 4 darknesses trapped in the data world thanks to the sacrifice of the player character during the finale of Union Cross. One darkness escaped to the future using Ventus as a vessel, who was then extracted from Ventus' heart by Master Xehanort, which took on the physical form of a young boy in a mask and was given the name Vanitas, who would end up being the first true darkness to be destroyed in the series after being defeated by Sora, Ventus, and Aqua at the Keyblade Graveyard during the events of Kingdom Hearts 3. Lastly, we have the 1 remaining darkness whose whereabouts are still unknown, and I'm still trying to piece together the puzzle myself, because at first I thought it was Master Xehanort harboring the remaining darkness, but that was confirmed to be him in full control of his own darkness. Then there's Maleficent, who was escorted by a true darkness to a lifeboat to get back to the present timeline, but that darkness stayed behind in the real Daybreak Town. And during the events of Dark Road, Baldur was possessed by a form of darkness after not being able to handle the loss of his sister, Hoder, which led to him going on a Keyblade murder spree towards the upperclassmen and every one of his classmates, with Ericus, Xehanort, and Bragi, aka Lucio, managing to survive the onslaught. However, Baldur reveals that he was not possessed by one of the 13 true darknesses, but rather a form of darkness born out of the hearts of others, with Baldur's exceptionally sensitive heart being the icing on the cake to fully take control over him. Personally, I'm big on this last darkness emerging from the gloomy depths as the main threat during the events of Kingdom Hearts Missing Link, which could explain why Scala at Kylam goes through another renovation period, going from its Victorian Gothic era to a coastal Italian vacation spot. So from what I gather, the plot of Kingdom Hearts 4 may revolve around the Master of Masters trying to find suitable hosts for the 4 remaining true darknesses that are locked away within the data world, hinting that a Wreck-It Ralph world may be inevitable for this upcoming numerical installment, and may use Sora as a pawn to finding those remaining darknesses, and in time have all 12 forms of physical darkness come together to be extinguished once and for all. So let me just think in the comments section down below about the 13 True Darknesses. How do you think their role will play out in future Kingdom Hearts games? And where do you think the last remaining True Darkness is located? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out. Subscribe for more content from me on Kingdom Hearts and other games in general. I'm DMLX. I'll see you in the future.